हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू मेरिडियन ओवरसीज। अगर आप टॉप काउंसलर से कनेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, लाइव अपनी काउंसलिंग चाहते हैं, तो आप डायरेक्टली वेबसाइट पे जा सकते हैं। अपने किसी भी काउंसलर के साथ आप डायरेक्टली एप्लीकेशन करवा सकते हैं, वीज़ा फाइल सबमिशन करवा सकते हैं। तो वेबसाइट विजिट करें और अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करें ताकि आपकी सारी प्रोसेस स्मूथ रहे।
Hey guys. Welcome to USA and Canada immigration updates. Please subscribe to our channel for more latest and useful videos. What is an F1 visa? An F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa for those wishing to study in the US. You must file an F1 visa application if you plan on entering the US to attend a university or college, high school, private elementary school, seminary, conservatory, language training program, or other academic institution. There are a few exceptions, but in general anyone who intends to stay in the USA to study or live must obtain either a temporary or immigrant visa by the US Department of State. How do you get an F1 visa? The F1 visa process is relatively simple but can be time-consuming, so it's important to start this process as soon as possible to ensure that any delays won't affect your education. Perhaps one of the lengthiest steps towards becoming an international student can be applying to a U.S. school that has been approved by the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, SUVP. It's also important to keep in mind that while there are many great institutions across the country, not all are equipped to handle international students and the administration that is required, so it's important to verify that the school you would like to attend is approved well before filling out any applications, writing any essays or providing references. After receiving acceptance by the school of your choice, you will be officially enrolled into the SUVP and are required to pay a one-time application fee. After all fees are paid and your account is in good standing, what is called an I-20 form will be provided by your institution or educational program. This form will allow you to schedule an interview appointment with a local U.S. embassy or consulate to be granted an F1 visa and officially become an international student. F1 visa qualifications. Specific instructions for how to apply for your F1 visa will be listed on the website of the U.S. Embassy or consulate that you plan on visiting, but regardless of where your visa appointment may take place, you will need to provide the same kind of documents and address the same kinds of questions. In order to qualify and as part of the F1 visa interview process, potential international students will need to prove the following: official residency in a foreign country and intentions to return home. Upon graduation, it's imperative that the international student plans on returning back to their home country. If an interviewer can tell that your intentions are to become a permanent resident of the United States, your visa will more than likely be denied. The intention of student visas is to further educate yourself and then bring your newfound knowledge back to your country of citizenship, not to remain in the U.S. Admission to an approved school. During your interview, it is also imperative that you can prove acceptance by a U.S. institution or language school previously approved by the SUVP. Sufficient financial support. F1 visa holders must be equipped to cover their living and study expenses while in the U.S., as legal employment opportunities will be limited. Ties to your home country. Another important part of an F1 visa interview is proving strong ties to your home country, including family, job offers, bank accounts or other assets. Working on an F1 visa. It's essential to remember that F1 visas are intended for full-time students and are not designed as work visas. With this in mind, international students are typically able to work 20 hours a week on campus when school is in session and full-time while school is in recess, but you may need to seek approval from the Department of Homeland Security and the International Office at your school first. Working illegally while on an F1 visa is a serious violation of the regulations, and could result in deportation. Additionally, F1 visa holders are eligible to apply for permission to work off campus for up to 12 months. This permission is called Optional Practical Training, OPT, and allows F1 students to train, and thus work, in a field that is related to their field of study. For more information, be sure to contact an international student advisor at your school, but OPT is traditionally used in the following situations: part-time work during the F1 student's studies, full-time work during periods of recess, or after graduation in a field related to the program of study. Transferring schools with an F1 visa. Students on an F1 visa are required to study at the academic institution through which their visa application was filed and granted. However, in some situations international students are able to transfer institutions if the student completes or leaves their current program with confirmed plans to study at a different U.S. institution the following academic semester. Returning home. Students are not required to immediately return home upon completion of their program on an F1 visa. Instead, F1 visa holders can remain in the U.S. for up to 60 days after completing their academic program or OPT training. Any students wishing to remain in the States after their program must change their visa status, re-enroll in a higher program, or have the option to transfer to a new school and receive new visa documents. Thanks for watching this video. For any further information, kindly contact us on the email mentioned on the screen. Thank you.